one of the reasons that you receive rejection for your paper is that you fail to understand the reviewer psychology. By misunderstanding the psychology of reviewer, you could miss the most important things is to understand what they meant by their words. The majority of reviewers, they are more likely to write a implicit meaning. They don't really deliver explicit meaning. This is why you need to understand how to read between hedges. Today I'm guiding you for four main psychology of reviewers or four main characters of reviewers you need to understand, and as well the best way to reply to their feedback. Number one, what we call it doom and gloom. This person is more likely attack your work, not because the work needs some major revision, but because they want just to pursue rejection. They want just to show themselves that they are the only person understand things on the cost of the author's success. So this person more likely giving harsh feedback and more likely proceeding your papers to be rejected. The best way to answer this person is to keep calm, first of all, and then highlight or try to filter these kind of scientific things comes out of their harsh feedback. Try to filter it out and then reply with focusing more likely about the particular technical stuff. If you do so, probably you will earn the empathy of the reviewers and you could change his mind about your work. So try to eliminate emotional response, try to be calm, and then focus more likely about technicality. Number two is the reviewer, we call him as benefit of the doubt. The reviewer assumes good faith of your work and he is more or she is more likely to believe that you did great effort and then it helped you somehow to submit your paper. However, there are some points you need to clarify and justify. So the best way is to answer to this point or to this reviewers is to prepare the evidence and then reply with the evidence. This is the best reviewers who can stay aside of authors or can stay by side of authors, and then he always or she always represent objectivity by presenting the feedback. So don't worry about it, and this is the best way or the best character you could face. Just give evidence-based answer to every single comment he give. Number three, what we call it optimistic reviewers. This is act as advisor or mentor. He is positive all the times, but it comes with the cost of giving constructive feedback. So you don't have to receive from him constructive feedback, but he or she more likely to help you to bring your paper up and to success. This type of reviewers can focus only about proofreading, about formatting, about style, presentation, visualization, all of this stuff, with no consideration for the technicality or methodology or contribution of your research. So the best answer for it is to try to have well evidence clarification for every single say, and if he just focus about visualization, to try to take it into consideration and do not overlook any of these. You might say, okay, he is kind person, let's say ignore his feedback. This could be a mistake. You need as well to count and to highlight every single feedback you receive from him, answering with well evidence clarification. Number three, what we call it, or number four, what we call it lackadaisical, which is lazy. He is disengaged. Reviewers, he probably failed to read all of your papers or to cover all of your points. More likely, you see that is his or her feedback could be vague, could be confused. And the best answer to this is to communicate with the editors, asking for more clarification about this. On the other hand, if it doesn't work, you could rephrase or just try to explain his feedback as first, and then based on your understanding you give a feedback. This could help as well to deal with this type of disengaged reviewer. So to summarize, you as authors, whether you are PhD students submitting your first paper or senior researchers putting papers for promotions, you have four type of reviewers. This harsh person, which we call it gloom and bloom, this act as evaluator more than experts. The second is the benefit of doubt. This who believe or assume the good faith of your research. He act as a expert. And then optimistic guy who more likely like your work and help you at some points to raise it up to be submitted. On the cost of giving constructive feedback, this we call it that he plays role of mentor or advisor. And the last one, lackadaisical, which is lazy, disengaged person who has no time to cover all of your point or read even your work. And this person, as we said, could give vague feedback. So the most important is for yourself to understand it well or to rephrase it in your own way and then give evidence-based response to it.